Good day, everyone. So, before I will formally start our discussion, I would like to introduce to you my group mates.
I am Leia Basala and these are my group mates. Mel Martha Panugaling and Mel Samantha Panugaling, M. Desiree Dalangpan, Rose Marie Canino, and Ginny Ibanez.
The 21st century has redefined digital literacy. It has broadened its perspective to include other aspects of the 21st context. This literacy includes cyber literacy, multicultural literacy, or global understanding. This lesson will focus on digital skills and digital literacy as a response of the 21st century development. The question is, how to prepare students for the future? The millennial students are generally tech-savvy, digital natives. They practically know how to go about a tablet, an iPad, smartphones, or laptops better than anyone else. In preparing the students' future, we have to teach them with lots of knowledge, such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, and, of course, flexibility. Thinking on how to use digital tools, assessing information, and exhibiting ways of working in a globally competitive context, together with skills in living in the 21st century, refer to the digital literacy.
How important is digital literacy?
What is digital literacy? The ability to understand and use information in multiple formats from a wide range of sources when it is presented via computers. The concept of literacy goes beyond simply being able to read. It has always meant the ability to read with meaning. Digital literacy is the awareness, attitude, and ability of individuals to appropriately use digital tools and facilities to identify, access, manage, integrate, evaluate, analyze, and synthesize digital resources, construct new knowledge, and create media. Digital literacy are the individual's capabilities to be able to effectively and responsibly function and perform in digital society. The term digital literacy was coined by Paul Gilster in 1997, and it came from a discussion of the concept on visual literacy, when image and nonverbal symbols try to capture the knowledge. Technological literacy, requiring one to be able to use technology in addressing a need. Computer literacy, which in 1980s started to become a household item, manipulate to achieve one's target. Information literacy, which refers to the finding, using, and sharing of information.
Hi, this is M, and in this part of the video we will going to talk about the 4 C's of the 21st century skills and how these 4 skills affect learning of students, teaching practice of teachers, and how useful technology is in education. The 4 C's are composed of communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Now let's start with communication. It is about sharing thoughts, questions, ideas, and solutions. The communication includes verbal, multimedia message, and written. See for example in class, the teacher were discussing about the usefulness of technology in education, and then someone have asked a question on the websites. When students are notified, they can easily write down their understanding, share their thoughts in recording their video or voice. In that way, they can give solutions to someone's problem. Collaboration, it is when two or more brains are working together to find solution. This happens when each students know how to work well with others to accomplish a given task. See for examples when students are grouped together to collect data from the barangay for the less fortunate people. But they have adverse or different ideas, but they were able to accomplish the task that is given. Some have research, some have go to the barangay to collect proper collections of data, and some share their thoughts and data to all. And next is critical thinking. It is looking at problems in a new way and linking learning across subjects and disciplines. For example, in students gathering information for their data analysis about their given situation in their subject entrepreneurship, which is if they will build a business like the bakery, how much would be their estimated profits per day. And in order for students to gather information, they will conduct a research. It's either through face-to-face or they will conduct a video conferencing asking the experts for some relevant information. Through technology, students can use graphic organizer to organize and illustrate their findings. Additionally, for them to compare and contrast their data. And lastly is creativity. This is where students are required to think out of the box. It means that they will have to look at a problem from multiple possibilities and need to take calculated risk. See for example in CWTS class in which they work together to preserve our mother nature. They come up with an idea of starting from cleaning barangay surroundings. Through brainstorming, they decided to create a video and share it in their social media page to encourage everyone to do the same thing. So as you can observe from those examples that when technology is used wisely, it really helps us not just in school but also in our society.
Digital literacy skills versus digital literacy. So digital literacy skills means having the skills you need to live, learn and work in a society where communication and access to information is increasingly through technologies such as internet platforms, social media, and mobile devices. For the digital literacy, this refers to an individual's ability to find, evaluate, and clearly communicate information through typing and other media on various digital platforms. These skills vary from text to images to multimedia. Future teachers who will be handling students considered as tech-savvy. Tech-savvy means well-informed about or proficient in the use of modern technology, especially in the computers. Tech-savvy should be equipped themselves competencies and fluencies needed to handle the fast emerging tools and applications that should be able to handle even the artificial intelligence. Lynch identified the 8 digital literacy skills needed to become digitally literate. So these are the coding. Coding is a universal language. So this is a basic understanding of the HTML or the hypertext markup language, CSS or the cascading styled sheet,
and the like will create shared understanding of what we can be done with the web pages. Collaboration. Collaboration is the use of Google Docs, among others, that allows students to begin experimenting with effective online collaboration. Cloud software. This is the essential part of the document management. So the cloud is used to store everything from the photos to the research projects to term papers and even music. Word processing software. So the Google, Microsoft Online Dropbox are available for storage and management solution. Screencasting is a video recording using the computer screen and usually includes and audio. On the other hand, when you take a picture on the screen of your computer, it is called a print screen. So both can be used in explaining topics as well as providing a visual support to clarify what you are thinking. Personal archiving. This is the students should be taught the concepts of metadata, tagging, keywords, and the categories to make them aware how are they represented online. Information evaluation. It is a critical thinking to weed out fake news is a crucial 21st century skills. So the use of tools and skills needed to process information are very much needed. Use of social media. Social media serves different purposes depending on the use, the technology, and the needs. So, for example, students should realize that Twitter can be useful for staying current on the latest news in the field. Here are examples of how digital skills or proficiency support digital literacy. So, for the digital skills and for the digital literacy, first, sending an email or text. We must evaluate the appropriate digital channel for online communication with peers, teachers, and parents. So second, using a Microsoft Office, Google. So we must identify the benefits and the drawbacks of each digital tool and to evaluate critically which tool is the most effective for project hand. For the third one, tweeting, posting in Facebook, uploading a video to YouTube, or posting a photo to Instagram. So we must navigate the social media safely to protect oneself. We must also identify the hate propaganda and the fake news. For the last one, researching from the World Wide Web. We must evaluate the information online. So we have to ask questions. Is the site legitimate? Is the author an expert? Is the information current or dated? Or is the idea neutral or biased?
Good day everyone, I'm Martha Panugaling. Our topic is about the 5 reasons to teach the digital citizenship this school year. So, teaching digital citizenship is essential to helping students achieve and understand digital literacy. Integrating digital citizenship into your classroom is a vital part of this process. This includes ensuring cyberbullying prevention, online safety, digital responsibility, and digital health and wellness for students. Why you should teach digital citizenship? Teaching digital citizenship, more specifically good digital to students, is more important than ever. With so much of their lives occurring online, they need to know how to behave in ways that keep them safe, happy, and help them to build communities that span the traditional boundaries of time and place. So the first reason to teach digital citizenship is the information literacy. Information literacy is teaching digital literacy empowers students with the skills and understanding necessary to use the internet and technology effectively. This can include how to conduct a proper Google or other search engine like Wikipedia. Search as well as which sites are reputable to use as reference materials among other useful knowledge. Second is cyberbullying prevention. Cyberbullying is an increasing cause for concern for both teachers and students, and teaching students to engage respectfully online is important for its prevention. Establishing guidelines and incorporating lessons for responsible online communication and etiquette early and repeating and reinforcing them often helps students learn to communicate respectfully with peers. One of the most important ways you can impart the rules of good digital citizenship to your students is by modeling the behaviors you wish to see. So here's how to make sure you're being your best self on the internet. The do's and don'ts of digital citizenship. First is remember the golden rule. That means taking a minute to think before you post to make sure what you're putting out there is kind and thoughtful and won't hurt anyone's feelings or online reputation. It can be difficult to discern tone without a human voice, so for clarity and sincerity with your interact online and you'll be off to a great start. Second is pause before you post. We've become so used to sharing everything on social media. Breakfast selfies, anime quotes about our kids and pets or etc. That is become a habit to upload a photo or quick video without really thinking. But before you send, make sure that everyone's picture in your post would be okay with it. You may think that funny story about your child's, but they may disagree when they get to high school. So we have done to the do's of digital citizenship, and let's go talk about the don'ts of digital citizenship. First is don't borrow or plagiarize material. We all know that plagiarism is no-no in academia, but it's also a problem online. Just because of a meme or a quotes, photo or idea is on the internet doesn't mean that it's free. Before you take a screenshot of an image for your blog or quote an article you read, be sure to attribute it to the author. For image, stick to Creative Commons freebies or get permission to share from the owner. You wouldn't want someone taking credit for your brilliance, so be careful not to misuse someone else's intellectual property. Second is don't hide behind the screen. The anonymity of a screen name often encourages people to act in ways that they never would in person. That's why those comment sections can be so fraught. Before you post, make sure everything you wrote is something you would feel comfortable saying out loud to the person's face. Next is don't forget your due diligence. Fake news is a real problem. Don't help it spread. Use your research savvy to double-check the veracity of information before you share it with others, making sure to rely on trustworthy sources. You want your students to learn the differences between fact and fiction, but adults are increasingly having a hard time distinguishing between what's real and what made up online. It's more important now than ever before to make sure you aren't accidentally spreading rumors and misinformation.
Third is online safety. Online safety is one of the most important and powerful educational and life lessons that arise from teaching digital citizenship. Students who are taught to appreciate and prioritize online safety are more likely to feel secure in their ability to manage their digital lives and are less likely to fall prey to online dangers. Teach students how to safeguard themselves and their identities by browsing suitable websites, avoiding sharing personal information about themselves or others, trusting their instincts, and notifying a trusted adult. All of these factors contribute to keeping students safe in digital environment. The fourth is digital responsibility. Having the right and freedom to use all types of digital technology while using the technology is an acceptable and appropriate manner. The power to create and define our digital experiences, but with that power comes responsibility. Students must be taught how to use their power properly in order to achieve long-term educational and personal success. Teachers should include curriculum that teaches students how to navigate possible hazards such as hacking, piracy, and viruses, as well as plagiarizing and other forms of theft or unethical online behavior. As you can see in the two pictures, describe thoughts of digital technologies. As a user, you also have the right to privacy, create policy, and privilege to accept and freedom of personal expressions. The fifth is health, emotional wellness in digital world. Technology has the potential to be addicting, and this addiction can be harmful to kids' health, the physical and psychosocial well-being in a technological world. Extended use of technology has been linked to a variety of medical and psychological disorders, including mental stress, eye problems, ergonomic challenges, and even dietary issues. Teaching students citizenship effectively must prioritize students' health and wellness in the spirit of educating, caring, and safeguarding them as entire persons. How to teach students digital citizenship? To simply execute the 5 digital citizenship. There are information literacy, cyberbullying prevention, online safety, digital responsibility, health, emotional wellness in the digital world. This is simplified version of the teaching digital citizenship. Cyberbullying, effective passwords, email spoofing and virus protection, plagiarism, social media, and literacy intelligence. Effectively, adding digital citizenship to a child's education requires integration from the very beginning. Example, Schools from elementary through high school need to cooperate with each other. Principals, staff, IT directors, and admin, superintendents, and boards need to work together. Teaching digital citizenship should be a district-wide initiative. Teach Hub breaks down the curriculum by grade to help you find ways to reach students at each level. There are several resources that can help teachers create their digital citizenship curriculum. Some of the best included: Free Internet Awesome by Google, Microsoft Digital Literacy Curriculum, Safe Online Surfing by FBI, Ignition, a Digital Literacy and Responsibility Curriculum by Everfree. That's all. Thank you.